Hello, and welcome back to another Speedpaint Storytime. My brother's letting me use his mic, and it's for some reason is registering with my Mac. So, woohoo! Found a solution for right now. So anyways, this is the story of my first day in Japan. For those of you who don't know, I studied abroad in Japan from 2016 to 2017, from September all the way to about mid-August, which was amazing, and I loved every single second of it, and I would go back in a heartbeat if I could, to be honest. So anyways, this is the story of my first day in Japan, which actually begins in America. So I started off in a little flight from Chicago to San Francisco. And, not too bad. So I get to San Francisco and I figure out that my flight has been canceled because there's a typhoon in Taiwan. And I am a scared bean. I have no family in the area. The closest family I have is 2 states away. And I don't have the money for a hotel room. And I can't stay in the airport for 2 days. That's not cool. So they booked me a flight with United. So I go to United to check in, and they're like, oh no, that flight's for tomorrow. And me, I am scared. I'm supposed to be there at a specific time to get on my bus, to go to my university, to be checked in. And I am just almost in tears, and the nice people at United get me all set up, and we're like, okay, we're gonna see if we can squeeze you on this flight. And they managed to do it, and I am so eternally thankful to United for that. Honestly, y'all are great. I mean, some of the press lately, little but thank you. So I get to Japan finally, and my luggage got lost, which is understandable. So I set it up with United that they're going to send me my luggage over to my dorms, because I have my dorms information. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. So anyways, or more so, I gave them my university's contact so my university could give it my dorms. And I go to the area where we're supposed to meet, and they've already left. And I didn't know they were going to a different concourse. I thought they had left the area altogether. So I am scared. In Japan, brand new. My Japanese is a little rusty, and I have a very limited wallet. Not fun. So I go up and I stand in line for the train, because it says to get basically anywhere else in Tokyo, you have to take this train, which is the NEX, the Narita Express. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. So I go over, and they can tell I am a lost bean. And I'm thinking, okay, if I go to the university can tell me where to go. And I was thinking the university was in a part of town called Kunitachi, which is way out. So I give them the address that I want to go to. I'm like, I want to go here. And they're like, okay, we can get you set up with that all the way over. So you need to take this to this and this to this, and it will cost this much, and you can pay right here, and we will give you your tickets. I'm like, oh, thank you. Just be sure to keep all of them together. I will, thank you. And I got on the Narita Express, and I lost my favorite cat. Sadness was felt when I got to my dorms, let me tell you. Sadness. It's a $25 cat. I want it back. So someone in Japan, possibly, has my red Meowchi, my Axel. And to you I say, you're lucky. I want my Axel back. But anyways, so I get over to the stop where the NEX stops, which is a little town called Shinjuku. And I get on the train at Shinjuku, even though Shinjuku Station is horrible and huge, and it's a mess to get through, and I was not knowing where to go, and so I consulted many, many maps. So I get on the train, and I get to this town called Kunitachi. Sorry, mouth was a little dry. So I go, and I ask the people who are at this train station, okay, so, where is this place? And they're like, okay, go down the street and go straight, and there should be guard posts, and they should be able to help you. And I'm like, okay, thank you. So I walk over, and it's getting dark, and I'm walking around, very obviously fresh off the plane, like suitcase, coat, American, and I get to the guard post, and I get to one, and he transfers me to the other one. So I walk over to the other one, and he's like, oh no, the place you're going is 2 stops down. And I was like, okay. So I go back to the station, and I go 2 stops down in the wrong direction. And I end up in this tiny, tiny station going, is this where this is? And I'm trying to speak in Japanese, and the station person is just shaking his head, going, what? And he doesn't understand me, and I don't quite understand him. And this person who's trying to go through stops, looks at me and goes, do you need help? And I'm just I felt like I was sobbing in relief. Yes, please. So I tell him where I'm supposed to go, and he was like, and he talks to the station manager and goes, okay, you need to get out, you need to get this ticket, you need to go here, and then you will have to get on another train and go 1 stop. And I was like, okay. So I get back, I have to go out, buy new tickets, go back in, get on the train, go 4 stops over to this place called Kokubunji, which is a pretty big station. And I get out of Kokubunji, and I go outside, and I head back into the other train line, because, separate train lines, separate fees. Ugh. So there are 2 train lines there that are separated from the main JR line. They are Seibu lines. So I am there, and I'm looking around going, oh no, which one do I get on? So I go to one, and I'm thinking, I think this might be the right one, but I'm not sure. So I go to check the other one, and this old man with this cane looks at me and goes, are you trying to get to the college dorm? And I'm like, yes. He's like, this is the right train. You ride it for 1 stop, and then you go straight out. I was like, thank you. So I sat next to this old man with all of my stuff that I had on me. And I get off at an exit, and I walk, and I'm like, I don't see the college. So I go into the store, because the store people are supposed to be nice, which they are. So I go up to the store clerks when they're not busy, and I go, Hitotsubashi domu wa doko desu ka? And they were like, dorm? And I was like, shoot, dorm. And so I, quick thinking, pull out my book that I had been studying on the plane with, look up dorm, and go, real. And they were like, oh. And they basically told me, okay, you go back to the train station, and you hang a left, and you walk until see the Lawson, and then you go right, and you should see it. So I start walking. The thing about Japan is they have different types of Lawson. There's natural foods Lawson, there's regular Lawson, and there's 100 yen Lawson. And they didn't specify which Lawson to turn at, so I turned at 100 yen Lawson, and I didn't see the dorm. So I'm thinking, but this is the Lawson. Maybe it's just way down there that I can't see. So I walk, and it is pitch black, and I am an American. Where I am from, you don't walk around when it's pitch black. And I'm carrying my stuff, and I'm scared, thinking, I am gonna get mugged in Japan. I am gonna get mugged my first day in Japan. So I'm walking, and I don't see it. And I don't think about, well, maybe I might have made a wrong turn. So I go and turn, and there's this nice couple walking their baby, and they look at me like I'm some kind of axe murderer or something at first, and then they see I am just a scared college student. I'm like, excuse me, am I going the right way? I'm trying to get to the dorms. And they're like, yes, you're going the right way. So I walk more, and it feels like 10 minutes I'm walking down this road, and I'm tired, and I've got my bags, and I am freaking out, and I don't have my medicine with me, and I'm like, shoot. So I turn to this other guy who's also walking down the street, and I'm like, is this the way to the dorms? And he's like, yes. You see that light there on the road, the reflector? When you get to that intersection, turn left, and there will be an opening in the gate. Go through it. And I was like, thank you. So I do as he says, and I figure out, I am finally in the dorm complex, but I don't know where I'm supposed to go. So I go up to this map, trying to figure out, where am I? Where do I need to go? So I'm looking at it, and it doesn't have anything that I can recognize, and I'm thinking, crap. And then I look, and I see these very nice European students walking, and I go, excuse me, can you help me, please? I just got here, and I don't know where I'm supposed to go. And they're like, oh, yes, well, of course we'll help you, because they see I am tired, I am worn down, I have my stuff, I am fresh here. So they take me into the main building, where I get to meet the property manager. She's like, oh, I am so sorry. We were waiting for you, but, and I was like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry for worrying you. And she's like, no, it's fine. Okay, we're going to take you over to the guard post. I'm going to call up your RA, and it'll be good. So I go over to the guard post. I sign in, show them my passport to prove I am who I say I am, and he gives me this key / fob thingy, which basically, there's a fob on the key that you hit on the door to let you in. So I go in, and there's my RA, and I'm thinking, thank goodness, thank you so much for coming to get me. I'm so sorry for causing so much trouble. And he's like, no, it's okay. So he leads me up to the 8th floor, which is great because I said specifically that I am afraid of heights. So what do? They stick me on the second highest building floor. So I'm freaking out, and these railings look rickety, and I'm like, and there were spiders. So I'm like, and I'm holding on to my stuff, and I'm like, I'm not looking down, and he kind of laughs. And he doesn't speak English that well, but he's trying his hardest, and I'm like, thank you so much. So we go to my room, we open it up, and he's like, you need to check off to make sure everything's in here. Turn it in tomorrow. Don't even go back tonight. Just turn it in tomorrow. And I'm like, thank you. So we get everything, I get everything set down, and he was like, okay, I'm going to give you a really, really quick tour because you look tired. I'm like, thank you. So I close it up, and he shows me to the bathroom, which I am right next to, along with the washer and the dryer, and I'm thinking, yes, I get first dibs on shower and first dibs on washer and dryer. I am good. And then we walk over to the kitchen, which is like another 2 yards, so not bad at all. And I get introduced to the few people who were in there, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna let you go now because you look tired. I'm thinking, thank you, and I say thank you. And just bowing repetitively. And I go to my room. I plug everything in. Tell everyone I'm okay. Tell them I got lost, but I'm okay. I'm at my dorms now. Contact my university through email and be like, I'm so sorry. My phone died and my computer died, and I didn't know where you guys were, but I am okay. I have arrived safely. And I was so happy. And then I didn't even eat anything. I just passed out. Flat, cold, no pillow. Well, I guess I had my stuffed cat. So I had my stuffed cat, and that was about it. And I just flat passed out. No sheets, no nothing, no huge unpacking, just out like a light. And thus, my first day in Japan, which was really hectic, but really fun at the same point in time, and it was a great experience. It's a great story to tell, at least, hey. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like it, please leave a like or comment. If you don't, comment as well. I mean, I want to make things that not only I enjoy, but you guys enjoy. So thank you again for that. Please check the links below if you like my art or want to see more of it, or want to do anything. I do try and stream over on Twitch and Picarto, but I've got another job right now, so it's kind of when I feel I can do it, whole 9 yards. And it'll be kind of tense to do it in October, but October should be a month of art because I'm doing Inktober again. Woohoo! Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you all soon. Bye!